Nowadays, surpassing the bottom 80% of men couldn't be easier. From an outside perspective, most men will see a man who resides in the top 20 or 10% of men and make assumptions about how they reach that status. He was born that way. He got lucky. These assumptions are entirely a coping mechanism. Becoming a high-value man is not unattainable. However, in believing that it is unattainable, you resign yourself to a life of mediocrity. The harsh truth is that the bottom 80% of men are low energy, depressed, anxious, emotional, and weak physically and mentally. Doctors will prescribe antidepressants for these issues, but this suppresses male virility further and doesn't address the root issues. Not to mention that antidepressants have been proven to be no more effective than placebo. The modern man seems to be content taking antidepressants, with no hunger for growth or improvement. If you have come across this video, I hope you are the kind of man who refuses to live this way. Realize that it is much simpler to overcome mental illness and reach the top 80 or even 90% of men than you probably think. Simple, not easy. It can seem daunting at first, but know that every person on this planet has the same amount of time in a day. It is the habits that each person includes in their given time that defines them. The men who succeed in life have mastered the art of self-discipline. Anyone can do this. In doing so, life becomes simple. Daily schematics. Man is defined by what he does in a day. A high-value man does not start a new day without a plan. A high-value man has planned and evaluated nearly every action he takes from the moment he wakes up. Most people waste a great deal of time because they have no concrete plan for their day. High-value men have a predetermined routine geared towards achieving their long-term goals. Our success in achieving goals is determined by the progress we make towards them daily. High-value men understand that you can never achieve your goals without putting in the work each day. They try to plan their day to waste as little time as possible. Keep in mind that leisure time is necessary, and everyone should include a healthy amount of it in their schedule, whatever it may be. The key is to have the intent for things you wish to accomplish in a day. Whether or not a person achieves all of their daily goals is beside the point. Studies have shown that simply writing down the intent to complete a task will significantly increase the likelihood that a person will attempt to achieve this goal. Humans thrive on habit. Adding new habits into your daily routine is no easy task. In the beginning, it requires a great deal of self-discipline. This brings us to the next daily practice of high-value men: putting in the work. This is where most people fail. It is common for people to have an all-or-nothing mindset when it comes to accomplishing tasks. This mindset will obliterate any chance of progressing towards your goals. People tend to look at a task as a whole, rather than a series of steps. We often see this behavior with folks new to working out or trying to lose weight. It is common for beginners to say they are too tired or not motivated enough to work out. These excuses make or break achieving your goals, especially in the beginning. As a beginner, you must first focus on simply showing up. This comes first. Remember that self-discipline has nothing to do with motivation or physical energy. The idea is to build the habit. Show up and put in an effort, whether you want to or not. From there, you can start to focus on form, and then wait, and work your way up to a normal workout routine. These principles apply to building all habits in life. Remember this: high-value men do not always want to put in the work every day, but they do anyway, because they know it is necessary to achieve their long-term goals. High-value men are not always going to be performing at 100%, but they still show up and perform to the best of their ability on that day. Physical activity. Plenty of men make a great deal of money but cannot walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded. High-value men know that to be truly confident, they must be capable of handling any situation that comes their way. For a man to be high value, he needs to be physically strong as well as mentally. Physical strength is just as crucial as mental strength. Keep in mind, you don't have to be a bodybuilder or powerlifter to be high value. Working out for an hour, 2 to 3 times a week is sufficient. You will not find a man of true high value who doesn't work out on some level. Even a minimal amount of exercise daily has huge benefits physically and mentally. Because this is such a complex topic, I plan to go into further detail in a separate video. Proper nutrition. You have likely heard the saying, "You are what you eat." This could not be truer. A man who eats garbage food daily will end up feeling like garbage. There are studies emerging in recent years that show a strong link between mental health and nutrition. Food and water are the direct sources of our energy as humans. Without it, we will die. However, the human body is incredible and can live off energy alone. You could eat fast food for every meal and stay alive for a long time. However, by no means would you be functioning anywhere near your true potential. Eating a high-carb or high-sugar diet is essentially nutritional castration. You need to have a healthy diet. In general, you will want to do the following. Avoid highly processed foods. Eat lots of vegetables and protein. Eat whole grains. Avoid foods that contain omega-6 and include foods high in omega-3 and omega-9 in your diet. And lastly, always drink lots of water. Know that it is impossible to function at your peak performance without the vitamins and minerals every human needs. Nutrition is vital to becoming high value. Proper sleep. Last but certainly not least, you need to have proper sleeping habits. Without adequate sleep, you cannot function properly. Most people know this, and yet many people still do not get their sleep in check. Everyone at some point in their life has suffered a poor night's sleep and felt terrible the next day. When you aren't well rested, you lose all motivation and struggle to complete even the simplest tasks. One of the worst things you can do to yourself as a man is consistently getting low-quality sleep. Low-quality sleep isn't just defined as not getting enough sleep but also having an irregular sleep schedule. Poor sleep can cause diabetes, heart attacks, and strokes. Low free testosterone levels have also been found in men who regularly get low-quality sleep. High-value men ensure that they get 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night at all costs. Please, if you implement anything from this video in your daily routine, make sure it is getting good sleep. Rome wasn't built in a day. Building up these habits is a long and difficult journey. You must be willing to put in the effort. Remember, you will fail, but every time you try again, you will get a little bit better. If you like this video, be sure to drop a like and share it with someone who you think needs to hear these messages. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.